Should we go?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you start.
Okay. Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome to the calling it Jolly podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna call it Jolly.
We're gonna call it the Jolly Life podcast because
For context, our names are Josh and Holly. So.
exactly. So Jolly, and it's our life.
And we're jolly.
And yeah,
Obviously.
we're always jolly. So as cringe as it is, that's our name. And yeah,
This is our podcast.
this is our podcast.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Hope you enjoy. Hope you sound good.
I hope it sounds good because we've never done this before.
No, I'm panicking a little bit inside, but it's okay.
You should have seen Josh earlier. He's freaking out.
We've been setting this up for... It's 2:00.
We met at 9:30.
No, yeah, but we met at 9:30, not here.
No.
We had coffee first because we wanted to, plan it out a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
It was a little bit of planning. It wasn't
It
a lot of
wasn't
planning.
a lot.
But it's fine. It's fine. We're here and things are hopefully working, right?
Fingers crossed.
We'll find out in about half an hour.
In about half an hour, we'll cry and you won't ever see this.
Yeah, pretty much. This is not going to be released. But here we are. Anyway, so what's the idea of the podcast?
So, well, to start off,
Mm.
me and Josh have been friends since we were
This is sort of research we need to do.
14.
Yeah.
Well, we met when we were 11.
At school, yeah.
At school.
Year 7, the beginning of secondary school.
Yeah. But then
Yeah.
we weren't really friends until you overheard me and 2 other friends talking about going to Spoons and you were
Yeah.
like, can I join?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, but no, I see we were kind of friends.
Yeah, we were friends. We were
friends.
like in similar groups.
Similar groups. We knew each other. We were in the same tutor group. But
Yeah.
that's,
He had the hots for my friend.
Yeah. But we were in an art classroom to begin with, and then we were in a drama classroom, and
Yeah.
then we were in the same classes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been friends. We used to go to Spoons together. Big up.
Oh, times.
And
Eat
yeah.
lots of food.
And now we're 23? Don't know my own age.
Yeah. 23.
So that's, how long's that? That's 9 years of friendship.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Ish.
Hello. For those of you who are listening, I've just been joined by Kat. Good
is
timing.
Pandora, our
Actually,
special guest.
phenomenal timing. She is trained.
Yeah, she is a paid actor.
Don't drink the tea.
She likes she does like tea and she likes water. Don't drink that. So she is a paid actor.
Yeah.
And she probably will scream because there's a fly in here.
Your tea is now ruined.
Oh,
Cat butt in the tea.
yummy. So yeah.
Anyway, the point of this podcast is for us to go through and sort of discuss like life firsts and potential problems and mistakes and good things as well.
Yeah,
Like
and-
not just mistakes.
Yeah, and just like it's literally okay because
Yeah.
we are still
Alive. The
alive.
important bit is we're alive. Right?
We're not social outcasts. We've not been outcasted from society. We're
Yet.
like publicly, like we
Oh yeah, true.
personally we have because
Yeah.
we just don't have any friends.
Yeah, well that's okay. Well we need people to like us at the beginning of this.
And
Yeah,
we
it's
just
fine.
we just want everyone to know that it's absolutely okay to mess
Yeah.
up and just learn.
But also another thing is like this isn't like you can become us.
No.
You don't want to.
You don't,
right?
yeah.
That's the
Genuinely,
that's the thing. That's the
you
thing we
don't
want to get
want
across.
to.
Is we aren't like we haven't started up our own businesses and we don't like get up at 3 a.m. to do
No.
like day trading and we don't make lots of money. Like I've been
God,
stuck at
no.
the same job for like 3 years since uni, so like 4 years now, and I've been working like in a cafe / restaurant, and I don't enjoy it.
Yeah. And
Like it's not something I enjoy doing, but I'm still there.
And I devoted my life
Yeah.
to construction and then turned around and went, I don't want to do this. What? Off camera, I'm really scared that Pandora is actually going to kill herself.
She's
Because
for
that
context,
looks wobbly.
Oh my god. Wait.
For context, she is currently on a what's it called? A fireplace mantle, and she's
Fireplace mantle.
and she's
Yeah,
screaming,
agreed.
and it's like wobbling. It's not looking that good, that safe.
That should be fine. If she dies, she dies.
We'll include Josh's photo.
Yeah.
Um.
Anyway,
Yeah.
back to the point. This is going to happen a lot, right?
Oh, I can't keep a train of thought.
Both
like,
of us
ever.
are like, but yeah, I'm undiagnosed, so I'm clear. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? Officially, I'm undiagnosed.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were diagnosed.
No. So I went for an ADHD diagnosis.
Yeah.
And she went, "Oh, you're not. You don't have ADHD. You're autistic." And
No.
I went,
Solid.
I went,
You're wrong.
"What?" And she was like, or you're the first case of ADD." She doesn't believe in it.
Well, it's not actually.
It's not actually a thing. So she was like,
"Don't eat that."
She was like, I don't think that's it.
Yeah, you don't fit into the
But she was like,
bracket.
I will diagnose you if you don't have autism. And I never went back. So, guys, I don't have anything.
Basically, what we're saying is we're gonna go off topic a little bit sometimes, and you might find it entertaining, or you might find it really annoying,
And that's okay.
and that's fine, right?
If it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea.
Because if we're going into a topic that you're like, you know what, this actually sounds really good. Like, say we're talking about, I don't know, how to change a battery on a car, right? Which neither of us know how to do. But say we're doing that, and you're like, actually, I need to do this today. Let me find out how to do it through these guys. Chances are we're not going to get to the end of that train of thought. It's not going to happen.
No.
Like, we'll get halfway there. We'll think about something else.
Hang on.
Exactly. So if we start out by saying we're going to answer a question, the chances of it actually being answered by the end are very slim.
We'll try our best. For sure.
Yeah. Oh, no, obviously we're going to try our best.
Yeah.
But
But
I'm just letting everyone know that the chances are it's not going to happen.
So true.
Should we do a first?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do a first question.
What do you want to talk about first? Oh, it's our first.
I know, it's a first.
So excited.
So you put a question out on Reddit, didn't you?
Yeah, so I
At the
reached
beginning.
out on Reddit just because obviously we don't have like a platform, so we wanted to just have some sort of like
Public opinion,
opinion.
like questions.
on like what first people find not like almost you're assumed to know, and then
It's the sort of thing that you're going to get ridiculed for. Like if you're like at a uni household, right, and someone's going, "Oh yeah, right, I'm going to actually start with one. I've just thought of one."
Yeah.
So at uni, let's say I was 19. We just moved into our second place. So this is after COVID, by the way. Basically, until I was 19, I'd never made pasta.
Like
You don't
as
know
in
this.
just like cooked pasta.
Yeah, I'd never cooked pasta before.
Josh, you always talk about how you cook
I'm
everything.
really onto pasta. Yeah, I know. I know. But basically, I'd never cooked pasta before, and I told my housemates, and they were like dumbfounded because it's not a normal thing to not know how to cook pasta.
Yeah.
Right. I feel bad like saying this in front of you because I really didn't know. But yeah, so until I was 19.
This is a judgment-free zone.
No, it's not. I'm going to judge you so hard. So
Right.
yeah.
Well, from me, it's a judgment-free zone.
Yeah. Well, you've done some stupid stuff, so
So true.
I'm gonna have to judge you on some of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
basically, like for example, I hadn't known how to make pasta,
Uh-huh.
and my uni roommates were like, "What on earth is going on?" And then they taught me how to cook pasta, and ever since I've had pesto pasta, and that was about all of my uni diet. After that,
Have you ever had spinach pesto? I make spinach pesto instead of like, is it normal basil?
yeah.
Yeah, you make like spinach pesto, and it's really green. I had it last night.
You're acting as if pesto's not green normally.
No, but
It's
it's
a
like,
famously green thing.
No. Like basil pesto is like
Spinach
green.
doesn't taste of anything. It's like water.
No, it's got so much nutrients in it.
Yeah, nutrients, not flavour.
Yeah.
Basil's like a really prolific flavour.
I don't add any basil into my pesto. I just make it with spinach.
You've got mulch. You've got pasta with mulch, is what you're telling me.
No. It's got like garlic and it's got lemon.
Okay, well, that's fine.
But yeah, it's not got any basil in
Interesting.
it.
Have you got like pine nuts in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pine nuts are expensive.
Yeah,
How
so
are you
I
doing
made it with cashew nuts the other day.
Oh, okay.
Because I had
So
some
what
pine
you made
nuts.
was not pesto.
No, because I had some pine nuts.
Right.
And then ran out, so added some cashews. Bulked
Because
out.
nuts are interchangeable, aren't they?
No. Yeah, genuinely.
Actually, is that a thing?
Yeah. It's
Fair enough.
if you don't have pine nuts, an alternative is cashews.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of question you're going to be answering.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Your firsts. What are you meant to know that you don't know, and it's a little bit embarrassing.
Oh yeah, I've got so many embarrassing stories.
Yeah, I
Too
want
many.
to start on that opening jars with a knife.
Oh yeah. So in one of the Reddit posts that I got some feedback on, someone said that they didn't know how to open hard jars until
What's hard jars? What do you mean
like
hard
hard to
jars?
open jars.
Oh,
Like, as
not
in-
as in like physically hard.
No, like
I was
difficult.
like all jars are hard.
No,
Get
like-
your butt out of my water.
Difficult jars.
Yeah. Okay. Right. You're struggling.
Yeah. Which I, being a weak girl, well,
Hey.
not.
Whoa.
I'm personally a
You
female,
are a weak girl, yeah.
and I am a weak girl.
You're a
but
weak
I'm,
female human
but
being.
I wish I was one of the strong, independent females that didn't need a man. But honestly, I cannot open a jar, and maybe that's all I need a man for. Or you know what? Actually, that's sexist. Belle opens jars for me.
Yeah. True.
She is my strong, independent female that
Yeah.
I go to
And she will help you.
to open jars.
But right, what
My
do you do if
flatmate.
you don't do that? What is this knife?
So someone
Rubbish.
put that they stab a lid, and then it alleviates all
To
the
release
pressure,
the pressure, right?
and then they can open it.
But see, for me, that defeats the whole point. Like, what are you opening? What kind of jar are you opening where you don't want it to still be preserved afterwards?
Like, I don't know, a pasta sauce, and you're using the whole thing.
You're the whole thing.
Yeah.
What kind of knife? Because those metal lids aren't like.
You know what? Actually, that
Small.
is what I first thought. I was like, I don't know how you punctured that
Yeah,
with
exactly.
a knife.
Without slipping off and killing yourself by accident.
No, I don't know either.
I don't get it. Opening jars with knives is weird. It just you know what everyone needs? Everyone needs a wrench.
Well,
or a
you know what
spanner.
I do
Yeah.
is, so I'll get the jar.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll wrap it in a tea towel. Sometimes I won't if I'm feeling crazy. And then I will smack it. Don't do this at home because it might
No,
smash.
don't do it ever. It's so stupid.
But this is just what I do occasionally.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's really hit or miss. You smack it on the corner of like a side, and then it kind of like shifts it, so the pressure kind of shifts. And that's I don't
Basically,
smack it hard. I just
you're-
like tap.
That's a load of rubbish. You definitely like fully smack this thing. If it doesn't open the first time, you're like, and you absolutely whack it on the side. Yeah, exactly. That's the noise you're gonna make as well. You'll get frustrated. You'll stamp your feet and then you go try and break it
Okay.
open.
All right.
Oh,
All right. That is what I do.
yeah.
But you're meant to only slightly tap it because obviously you could risk breaking the jar, and then that's glass and whatever was inside everywhere. And that's not
Or
good.
you break your nice kitchen side.
True.
You don't want to be doing that because they're expensive.
Yeah. I think if my parents saw me doing that, they would kill me.
Yeah, your mum's listening to this right now going, what
What
do
the-
you mean?
Yeah.
She's checking all the kitchen sides. She's
like
worried.
looking at the things.
She's opening all the pots for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Making sure none of them are hard to open.
Yeah.
Yeah. You choose one now.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about public transport
Of course you do.
because it's my favorite thing.
Isn't
I'm
it?
so.
You love
this
public
so-
transport.
For context, I even used the fact I was useless growing up at public transport in my question to ask everyone what their like weird firsts were.
yeah.
I was like, right.
This has been your staple answer, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Like your go-to example.
Yeah, I was like, for example, I'm useless at public transport.
Go on.
Um,
Now's your time to shine. Tell us.
So I'd only had experience with like buses or trains. So trains I'd never really been on.
How old are you at this point?
16.
Okay. What? No.
Yeah.
Have I-
This was in between secondary and college. So I was
What?
getting the bus
Yeah.
to where I was going to
People
go.
are going to be thinking we don't actually know each other.
No, I know. You're going to be like, hang on a second. We actually just don't talk when we're together. We just
No, it's fine.
don't talk.
It's just weird mental connections. Anyway, like, go.
So
Yeah.
I was getting the bus. I was meeting someone in the town I went to college in.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to get the bus. So I was like, oh, cool. This is my first practice doing this bus route, which I'd never done before. And the only time I'd ever done a bus was getting the bus from my village to secondary school, which was like a 15-minute. Every
Yeah.
kid
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was getting
yeah.
that bus was there.
Like, you
Like,
just have to
you
follow the
cannot
other
get
people and
lost.
then you're fine.
Yeah. And I never done a bus. I think because I was so used to like, oh, I've done a bus. I know what.
Done a bus.
I've done buses.
You've done buses before?
I'm good at buses.
Yeah.
So I didn't really understand what I was doing. And I didn't actually clock what stop I was getting off at. I just knew
So
I was getting off in
where
the
you're
city
going,
centre.
but you just didn't know
Yeah.
the stop that you're getting off of.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And I'm sure I can say that it was Winchester because no one cares.
No one cares.
But yeah, so I knew I was getting into Winchester town.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know that was the end. Like, that's where the big bus station is. So that's where the bus ends.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. So I had also done an all-nighter. And so I fell asleep on this bus.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I woke up and I was in this, like, high street. And I was like, this must be my stop.
You just got off.
The bus was full. Like,
Yeah.
full. There was this woman next to me. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'd been dribbling on her shoulder or whatever. Like, poor lady. And I didn't ask her. I didn't go, oh, where am I? I didn't even ask the bus driver. I just got off. I was like, thank you very much.
Did you pay for your ticket?
Yeah, I'd paid for my ticket to go to Winchester.
Okay, so you just got off.
I just got off. I don't know why this bus driver didn't say anything. I must have looked like the most out of it kid. And like, I've always looked younger.
Yeah.
So I probably looked like this 14-year-old that had no idea where she was.
Yeah.
And he just like looked, he did give me a funny look, to be fair. But I don't know if it's because I looked so panicked.
But to be fair, if it's on your route,
Yeah, but I'd paid and
to
asked
go to
for a
the
full,
whole distance.
yeah, for the whole
Yeah.
distance.
So where were you? Hmm.
And so then I looked at the
Had you ever been to Winchester before?
for NCS. For anyone that
But so-
doesn't know, that's like the
I didn't even do
what
it.
even is it? It's
don't
like
know.
a 4-week program that
It's
kids
kind
were
of like a
doing.
summer school,
Yeah,
but it's more like it's to get experience and to like
working
meet people.
together,
I don't
meeting
know.
new people.
I didn't do it.
Like the
for a
first
reason.
2 weeks are like just activities and so yeah.
So you woke up in, which is what, like 20 minutes from
So I
Winchester?
looked on the what's it called maps,
Map?
but my phone was like
Have you forgotten a map?
yeah, my phone was like 2% as
Okay,
well.
good
So
start.
I looked on the maps and it
Yeah.
was like, what happened? It was like 10 minutes. So I was like, oh, cool, I'll just walk. Easy. But it was just,
But it was 10 minutes drive.
yeah, but I hadn't looked.
Yeah.
And so I started doing the route
Nice.
and I just ended up, do you know that big roundabout?
Mm.
I just ended up in the middle of it. I don't know how I crossed the road.
That's not a walkable roundabout.
No, I know.
Is it one of those roundabouts
I was
where
like-
it's just like an island full of trees?
And I was just like in the grass. Like,
What?
am I?
So you're just adventuring through roundabouts?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I phoned my dad, but the signal, I don't know if you've ever been to, the signal.
So you've got no
is
signal. Your phone's
awful.
on less than 10%.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of a roundabout.
Uh-huh. And I phoned my dad and I'm
And
like in tears. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, I don't know where I am. Please come find me. Somehow he does.
Well, yeah, he just pulls up at the roundabout like,
Mhm.
oh yes,
That's mine.
there's my
Come
daughter.
On, get in.
Sorry everyone.
Yeah. Oh, honestly, if anyone saw me, which they probably did, they
But, right, you now know how to use a bus.
Oh yeah, and I did it. What I've learned is research where you're going, like for sure.
Yeah.
Also, don't be scared to ask someone.
No.
Like I've asked train conductors where we're going before. Like I just feel a little bit more confident just because I don't ever want to put myself in that position ever again.
Yeah.
Where I just didn't know where I was.
Well, I think because you've had a more scary experience than talking to someone else.
Yeah.
Like I know for a lot of people, like talking to a stranger actually can be like quite scary.
Yeah.
Like personally, I have zero shame and absolutely no problem with it because I just don't think about it like that.
Yeah,
But-
I feel like I've gotten to that stage as well.
Yeah. Like sometimes I think you eventually you just cross the limit of I really don't care what anyone else thinks.
Yeah.
Like I might look like an idiot, but at least this way
Yeah.
I look like less of an idiot to my friends who I actually care about.
That's the thing. The other train, like the train story that I have,
Okay.
is me and Belle,
Yeah.
who's my flatmate / the third in
third
our
member.
trio. Me and her were going to Manchester,
Mm-hmm.
and we were getting on it in Reading, which is like the big
Yeah,
station.
yeah,
And we got in,
yeah.
and we were on the right platform. But one of the trains was delayed, and we didn't ask anyone where it was going. We just looked. We knew the time that this train was getting in,
Yeah.
and we were just like, "Oh, this must be our train."
Must be your train, yeah.
So we got on, and it was like, right, next stop, Basingstoke, and it was the Manchester to Bournemouth train, but it was the wrong way round. So it was going from Manchester
Okay.
to Bournemouth instead of Bournemouth to Manchester.
You just said Basingstoke.
Yeah. So the
Oh,
next stop
next stop
in
was
the thing is
Basingstoke, to go
Basingstoke.
down to
Yeah,
the-
to go down.
Oh.
And we were like,
Uh-oh.
so we just like got off and like waited in Basingstoke
To go back the other way. That's a
and
long
we got
way.
in so much trouble
With who?
with the conductor
Oh.
because he was like,
didn't have the
"You're
tickets.
not on the right train," and we were like,
Sorry.
"Sue us." Well, don't actually.
Yeah, but also, how old are you at this point?
19.
19?
Yeah, this is
Oh.
our gap year.
Yeah.
And this is
Oh,
when we
dear.
went away for a weekend. I was so ill that weekend as well. I think I had COVID, but it was like just before lockdown, like
Yeah,
before
before you
anyone
actually
knew
had
what
to stay
COVID
inside.
was.
Yeah.
So I genuinely think I had COVID. I was so.
But at that
ill.
point, I feel like if you're a younger person and you're doing that, you're going to be in tears. Like you specifically.
Yeah.
Both of you would be.
Oh my god.
If you're being
to be
told off
honest,
for being on the wrong train.
Yeah, when he came up to us, he scanned
Hmm.
our tickets and he just was like, "You're on the wrong train." I was like, I'm gonna
Absolutely
cry.
lose it immediately.
Yeah, I was like, "I'm sorry." I to be honest, at that point, I was like, I don't really know what you want me to do.
Well,
because,
there's nothing you can do at that point.
like, I can't get the train that I did get because I know it's my fault.
Yeah.
So if they had have been like,
Mm.
you,
Well, some people learn better like that. Some people learn through their mistakes.
yeah,
Like, as opposed to, just having a little bit of common sense. Some people just, learn about the mistakes.
yeah. I learned through my own mistakes. Honestly, someone can tell me not to do something and I have to do it. To
Yeah,
then be
before
like,
you actually realise.
like someone will
why.
touch something and be like, "Oh, that's hot, don't touch it." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's
Is it?
hot, don't touch it."
Nice.
Yeah.
It's been, 28 minutes.
Has it actually?
Have a look at your phone.
Oh my goodness.
It's been a while.
Yeah, the timer went off.
Did it?
Yeah. I
No
didn't,
way.
I just didn't hear it.
This is probably the end of our podcast.
Has it? Is it still
I don't
recording?
know. I can't tell.
Do you want
but-
to go quickly check, and then if not, we'll do hit.
I think we can just end it.
Okay.
Let's just
cool.
end it now.
Yeah.
But, okay, so that was the snippet of,
Well, thanks to the first ever podcast.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed.
the Jolly podcast, episode 1.
yeah.
Jolly Life podcast. Or Jolly podcast.
I think it can be a jolly podcast.
Okay, Jolly podcast.
Jolly for now. A jolly podcast.
Yeah. I'll have to check if that
Well,
exists.
I hope you enjoyed. I hope everything worked. If it didn't, we'll fix it.
Yeah.